I finally found you.
What is it?
Empress Savala arrived a few moments ago. She wishes to speak with you.
With me?
Yes.
Lord... Sigmund?
Yes, Kamachi?
Should we continue acting as though you are the Liberator and conceal your true identity from Her Majesty?
How could I forget such an important matter? I believe King Miro is aware of this situation. Should Empress Svala be informed as well?
She already knows.
Oh, is that so?
If I'm permitted, I will offer my support by making it clear that you harbor no ill intentions.
Thank you.
No, it's not what you think. I didn't mean it that way. I'm utterly devoted to Lord Toma.
Is something wrong?
No, my lord, nothing.
Then, let us go. Your Majesty, it's Toma. I have brought him.
You may enter.
Your Majesty.
It has been a while.
I apologize for my long absence.
I can only wonder whom you serve as I look at you beside him.
No, our presence holds no such meaning.
It is quite all right. What lies in your heart is revealed through your actions. Is it truly you, Capel? You are beginning to resemble Sigmund. There is something that we must talk about. I wish to speak of Sigmund, and of his hidden past. He was once an aristo.
But, Your Majesty, he was most definitely a Meeg.
I will tell you a story now that I have kept secret all these years. 17 years ago, on the night of a full moon, a prince was born in the palace of Cassandra. It was expected that a royal son born on a night steeped with such power would inherit wondrous strength. But on that evening, just as he was about to enter this world, there was a lunar eclipse.
An eclipse?
Yes. The child entered this world without a single ray of the moon's light. And you know the consequences of a moonless birth.
No moonlight. He was an unblessed?
Sadly, due to the sudden lunar eclipse, the child became an unblessed, despite being born under a full moon. The prince, born without moonlight, could not receive a lunaglyph. Efforts were made, but they ended in failure. I am sure you are all well aware of what befalls unblesseds, as they are seen as bad omens.
Exile.
Or they're killed.
The prince was to meet the same fate as many other unblesseds. He was exiled. The queen lost her firstborn child and became sick with grief. She soon passed away. The king lost both his wife and son in a short amount of time. He fled from his country and came to me in need of a friend.
What did he do about his duty as king?
He abandoned his post. Of course, I was not in favor of this decision, but he said that if his one wish were granted, he would return to Cassandra.
What was it?
To erase his lunaglyph. The king had suffered such a terrible tragedy. I was moved by pity and agreed to perform this ritual. It was a mistake that I now regret. His lunaglyph was indeed erased. However, the ritual caused his mind and body to return to their pre-lunaglyph state.
What exactly do you mean?
He became a newborn child.
Yes, I heard about this. From Kyria.
I could not send him back to Cassandra as an infant, so I secretly sheltered him. I nurtured and educated this child until he was grown.
This king was...
It was Sigmund. He was the former king of Cassandra, who decided to give up his lunaglyph and be born anew.
Sigmund? Was an aristo?
The purpose of the Assembly of Sovereigns is to reach a unified agreement amongst all nations on liberating the moon. I will propose that your freedom to act be guaranteed by this assembly. So you should... do as you see fit, Capel.
As I see fit.
Yes, Your Majesty! We shall liberate the moon!
Now go. There is no point in you waiting for the assembly to conclude. Farewell, Capel.
Your Majesty, please allow us to continue with him on his mission. I beg you.
I am certain that you would go even if I forbade it. Please, follow what is in your heart. Capel, you arrived at the perfect moment. Are you alone?
Yes.
I have a favor to ask you.
What is it?
There is something else that I would like you to do in addition to unchaining the moon.
Yes.
I want you to stop Leonid.
Stop him?
I wish that it were possible to capture him alive, but his power will not allow for that to happen. So instead, I ask that you put an end to his life. One day there was an accident in which a tremendous amount of power transferred into a child of merely 10 years.
Into a child?
At the time of that fateful incident, the child's power was already strong enough to rival Sigmund's. And you know very well what happens when someone is overcome by power.
Yes.
Yet somehow he managed to control and harness the energy. It is no wonder that he believed, and continues to believe, that he was personally chosen by a god. Soon after this happened, he disappeared. Years passed, and one day he reappeared before me as a fully grown man. He returned as the enemy of all mankind.
No.
Leonid, the Dread Knight. He was that child. And he is my son.
No.
I did not know what he had become until I laid eyes on him.
So, you want me to?
I believe it is far too late to save him. Please, do as I ask before he commits any more sins against this world.
I understand.
Thank you.